Welcome back to KAH-MIH-KWAH-ZEE Uncaged. I'm Tom.
And I'm Tommy.
Dojo student poaching.
What a topic. Can we talk about it?
We can.
Can we?
We can.
Simply don't do it.
Is it a slimy thing to do and just a sign of being desperate, or is it just good business?
You know, a sign of both, I think. You're good at slime business, I think is what it means.
Yeah. So that was an issue this week.
Yeah, that was a fun thing. And
you know-
you know what? We're so family oriented that
Yeah.
anyone that was attempted to have been poached is like, nah.
Yeah. So we're not going to mention any names because I think everybody in this area knows kind of what happened. And
Yeah, but I
Who-
did
who
see
were-
some interesting rocks outside. It seemed like they were forming a team, but
So anyway.
Anyways.
Anywho.
Back to the schmeat.
So the schmeat. Yeah. So.
You know, we do like we always do. We push through.
Yeah. And we
Not a whole lot
we,
to push
we
through.
pretty much laughed about it
Alright.
because to me it's a sign of you're desperate.
You know, we welcome
You start
cross
grabbing
training.
straws like that. And
We welcome cross training.
We
You know,
do.
I cross train all the time.
we do.
I
We,
had
we
a-
have that kind of relationship with
It
gyms.
was double table. I didn't realize I was that strong.
We have that kind of relationship with gyms where we help each other out.
Absolutely. I go to Gracie Burlington
Yeah.
almost every week.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, I don't want to say sometimes twice a week, but
Yeah.
on a rare occasion, twice a week.
Yeah.
So much so that like Austin came to the match yesterday.
Right. Yeah.
Austin and I are good friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Great friend. We've helped
He's a good dude.
before. I'll have to send that picture in, so maybe we can put that up. But we interlocked toes,
That's disgusting.
and it was difficult to do, but we pushed through like we do always.
I'm not a foot guy. That's disgusting.
Neither am I, but like I feel like it's different on the mats. You know, you're sweating on me, I'm sweating on you. Our feet can touch. That's
I
fine.
don't even want to talk about that.
Off the mats, I'm a clean individual. Don't touch my feet, especially with your feet. But on the mats, I'll hold feet.
So, so poaching is when one gym starts hitting up your students.
Right, it's no
And-
longer cross training.
Right. It's now I'm
Give
trying
me
to
your
solicit
business.
your
Yeah.
students, and
And make promises
Yeah.
of promotions.
yeah, like
Like,
really.
I mean, you know,
And all this is, I mean, out in the open. So, it is ridiculous. So
It
we
is
all
what
had a
it
good
is.
laugh about it.
yeah,
We
of
all
course.
had a real good laugh about
As,
it.
as you should handle a
Yeah.
situation like that. We
I
just
thi-
laugh it up.
I feel that it was, we seen it coming.
Oh, absolutely.
So it wasn't like we were like,
oh, heavens.
yeah.
I was upset. I never received a message.
So, well, neither did I.
How rude.
But, you know, gyms, especially in this kind of atmosphere, so not only like weightlifting gyms, but martial art gyms, you, as a student, you put a lot of trust into that gym. And, because that's a hard class to do.
Yeah.
That's a hard workout to do. So you got to feel comfortable with that team, with those people that you're working out with. And, you know, a lot of these people, this has been home for, we got a lot of people here that have been over 8 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, that we've seen, and just, it cracked me up. You know, I think that's a lousy way to do business.
I just want to do a quick little intermission here.
Mhm.
Number one, keep the fanny pack. Keep that thing on me, right? Number two, we're not sponsored by any means by Aquaphor. But if anyone out there like me has an addiction to chapstick or uses it quite frequently, Aquaphor is the way to go. Maybe they'll slide in
So
and like
random.
let me give you a moist sponsorship.
That's so random.
I was talking to I forget who I was talking to the other day, but I brought that up because I pulled it out you know, I keep the tube on me. Pulled it out, and they were like, "What do you have aqua for?" I was like, "It's wonderful for your lips."
I've never tried it.
I have luscious lips.
Okay. While you texted me this morning to let me know that you were gonna be late, cause I was on time, of course, setting up. We decided to go right next door to the Phoenix, which is a new authentic Mexican restaurant. You've been there?
It's fantastic.
We've had some delicious food so far.
Absolutely great. It has not disappointed.
So I got some breakfast while I was waiting for you this morning.
What did you get?
So, I got an English muffin with, you'd think that I'm going to this authentic Mexican restaurant, I ended up getting an English muffin with bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah,
Mom got some kind of elephant foreskin looking thing, but it was good. It was the banana thing. Yeah.
She held a finger. She gonna show the.
I'm gonna give you each. I put some aside.
Oh, I don't want one.
Yeah, bring some of that.
I'm actually still full from last night.
Really?
Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute, but I'm good.
That food was disgusting.
I thought the food. You talking about the food?
The food and the.
No, the food was
and
good.
the
I mean,
court
it was
itself.
a little dirty, but the restaurant's
A little dirty.
a little.
No.
Like, all right, if I had to give it a cleanliness rating at the restaurants were clean, but the seating, I'm giving it a 70. It's a
I would know.
passing,
How many?
right? But you're getting a C minus.
We were there for almost 2 hours because of
Right.
the size of our group. How many times did you see the tables get wiped down?
Not once.
How many times did you see the garbage get attended to?
Actually, quite a lot. There was always somebody at that garbage can.
No, those were people dumping the garbage.
No, the
next to
people. No,
garbage can.
the people.
No, because
They had the cart.
No.
They had the
No,
cart.
they were using their tray
I
to
don't
push
know
the
about
garbage
you,
up.
but I don't walk around with a cart. So I'll let you have all of them because.
Damn right,
I'm good.
because I was on time.
So, referring to yesterday, right? We had the Toro Cup, celebrated after, right? Went out to eat.
Oh, that is good.
Yes, plantains are nice,
Yeah.
but went out to eat and came back home, and we've been trying to stick to short rib.
Mom's eating bacon.
Oh, bacon.
She didn't give me none of that action.
Side of bacon.
I've never had bacon.
All right, I'll stick with the plantain.
Maybe she'll let me try some.
Maybe.
But so last night, I was like, I feel we try to stick to a cheap meal. I haven't been doing well sticking to that. Darlene's been doing wonderful. And last night, though I don't expressly stick to it, I was like, you know what? I feel that I've earned another unhealthy meal. I feel like I've earned an unhealthy meal. Dinner, dessert. That's not necessarily like a big dinner. So we went to the store, got some drinks, got some pizza rolls, got some mozzarella sticks,
Jesus Christ.
got some cookie dough.
After eating that crap yesterday?
Well, see, I did not eat as much as I could have. Well, as I could have at
You
the
had a
moment.
pizza.
I had almost a whole pizza, and it was a small, thin crust pizza. So that doesn't count.
I felt like I ate cigarettes yesterday.
I thought the
That's
pizza
what I
was
told
good.
your mother.
I did have gelato too. I don't know how many of you have tried Thai tea, but it's like a certain type of herbal tea, and you pour sweetened condensed milk in it, and you can mix it. Some people don't mix it. I mix it, and it makes it this nice orange color. Best tea that I've ever had. They turned it into gelato,
Okay.
and it was the best gelato I've ever had.
All right. So, despite your gelato machine having a whole bunch of bacteria,
I had
in
a
there,
good experience.
that
No,
was-
the restaurants had high ratings. I was looking at those. Some of them were 100.
I call bullshit because that was disgusting.
I don't know. It's the official.
They will
thing.
never see me again.
They might see me again.
Never again. And did you happen to get a soda there?
From the Mexican restaurant, I got a bottle of Coke.
How much was it? Because according to your mother, it was $5 Coke can day.
Yeah, I think it was like $3.65 or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of Coke either. I don't know that it was 16 ounces.
Yeah.
Might have been 15.
Yeah, because you had the classic bottle
Right.
looking thing. Yeah, Mom got a can of Coke and it was almost $5.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Yeah. So despite
Yeah, a little pricey.
I felt like I ate cigarettes there,
Expensive cigarettes.
Yeah, and then I had,
I hope they don't listen to this.
I had a sip, I hope they do.
You hope they do.
Yeah, I hope they do.
We're gonna start a restaurant.
It was disgusting. I want it, yeah. So next time, I say we hold off and we just make our way back to Burlington where the soda prices are a little cheaper. And we go ahead and take
So-
care of that.
So speaking of our eating endeavors, right? We ate in Raleigh because it was Toro Cup
Right.
yesterday.
And what a Toro Cup it was.
What a Toro Cup it was. Now, we weren't able to stay for the whole event.
No.
However, there were some good matches.
Really good match.
Some explosive matches, some
What?
technical matches.
Like, it was very,
And they
all
just,
of them almost went the distance. A lot of
Right.
them went the distance.
and it wasn't just, we're sitting in guard, waiting on you to make the next move. It was very back and forth action.
Yep.
Like, there was one match, I forget which match it was, but I was like warming and stretching up. And it happened the last time too, I was warming and stretching up, everybody was like, oh!
Yeah.
Hey, like the normal crowd sounds, right?
Yep.
But like the hype crowd. And I was like, man, I hate that I'm missing this. I came back in and they were in overtime, and I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah. A lot of them finished that way. Incredible. Kaylee Tony,
Did amazing.
this was her third? Was this her third?
Third with us. I don't know if she did one before us though.
Okay, because if I remember when they first started, I think they announced that she was 1-1 with Toro. With Toro.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
Yeah, so this
So
was
that
her
was her
third,
third,
Toro Cup,
yeah.
which is awesome. She did really good against.
She's outstanding. A game. So she went against someone from Gracie Raleigh,
Yeah.
who went 5-1 yesterday with
Yeah.
their matches. Gracie Raleigh's a solid
Yeah.
school.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, really good. But she almost went the complete distance.
Almost 50 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. She
Right.
looked really good.
Very good. Very proud of her. Very proud of John Molly.
Dude, Motley.
First time stepping in 8 years.
Yeah, Motley was a beast. So he has taken a lot of time off from competing, but still trains.
Still trying.
And he wanted to get back into that competitive atmosphere.
Right. He was talking about doing a tournament. So I was like, why don't you sign up for the Toro Cup? Get one match
Mhm.
instead of multiple back to back.
Yeah. He's another one. He went against a game opponent and
Dude, from
incredible team.
Davidson County. I went against Marco from their team.
Mhm.
Probably one of the toughest matches I've ever
Yeah,
had.
Marco's always a nice guy too.
Such a
Yeah,
nice
I seen him
guy.
a couple times yesterday.
Always so nice. He competed in the gi yesterday.
No,
Actually, I need to update on that. Sure, he excelled.
Yeah, oh yeah. He it was really nice, but Motley did fantastic. I was really proud of him. At the
Those are
time,
best.
you're upset because you took a loss, but I told him make sure he looks at the video because
Absolutely.
he got out of some sick stuff yesterday.
He did. Like I said, the best I've seen him roll. We're gonna, including myself, we're gonna come back into the lab. We're gonna tighten some holes in our game, and we're gonna come back even stronger next time.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, super fun. Always a pleasure competing on that card.
Oh yeah.
Always good to see everybody. Boomer, Bagels, the entire staff.
Yeah.
Person, I forget his name every time. I don't want to. I don't even want to call him
That's a sore subject.
a new. I don't want to call him a new worker because he's not new anymore. But I've met him like 3 times now. Right, super nice employee over at Kingside Toro, and he walks around, does such a good job making sure everybody's in line. He gives people their tags, I guess you would call it, the Velcro,
Yeah.
and he
yeah.
finds everybody. I'd never be able to do that. As we were leaving yesterday, I was gonna go say goodbye to Boomer. I walked around for like 15 minutes looking for this man. He was outside. Never thought to look outside. I was just like, he must be somewhere. There was a food truck outside.
There was.
And,
Did you eat anything from there?
I did.
Really?
I was full off that burrito from the morning.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big burrito.
Yeah.
I got to eating it and I was like, man, I got halfway through and I was like, should I eat the rest? I'd be bloated for my match. And I kept on eating. I wasn't bloated. We were good.
Those, what were they called? Plantains?
Plantains, yeah.
That was good.
That's good.
Yeah, that was good.
I like plantains, but
They look a little weird but they
I wouldn't
taste-
describe them as elephant foreskins, but
Well, that's kind of what they look like.
I mean, to each their own, I guess. I would describe them as like mini bananas, but we can go elephant
Okay.
foreskins if you prefer. You know what? One of my favorite things is you know, because the seasonings on it reminded me. You go to like a Brazilian steakhouse. Have you ever been to one?
Yeah.
And they bring around. I don't know if everyone does this, but Lon in Greensboro does. They bring around baked pineapple, and it's seasoned on the outside with like cinnamon.
Oh, really? No, I don't think I ever had that.
If you combine that with almost any of the meats they give you, just stab one with a fork, stab the other with a fork, take the bite.
Yeah, kind of makes it.
Beautiful experience.
Me and Mom used to go to one in New York that was right across the Hudson River,
And
and they were good.
like you would never think, like, you know, they come around, they give you like a slice of meat, you know, slice of meat.
Yeah.
Never think you'd get full so fast.
Yeah.
But you're like 20 minutes in, and you keep that card on green at first, but then you realize real quick that like they come around.
Yeah.
Like they're constantly moving. And if you don't flip that card over, they're like, I'm gonna say no. But yeah, I like the pineapple, the baked pineapple. I think better than the plant. I've been to one that they had. It might have been bananas, but it may have been plantains. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to try their other food. Mom bought something for some dinner for me the other night when I got here.
Yeah,
It was like rice, beans, and I think there was meat in there,
yeah,
and that was really good.
it was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
I've tried their pupusas. That's
The what?
the pupusas.
Oh.
That's how they're pronounced.
Okay.
I studied up on this.
Alright.
And then
Me and Bob had a whole conversation about that.
pupusas.
Pupusas.
Is that how you pronounce it? They were like pew pew.
What? So I was trying to think of what's the thing that you keep the baby in?
Swaddling.
No. What is it? Papoose? So it's basically the same thing. It's a papoose.
What is
You don't know.
No, I don't know what that is.
Educated.
Educated. Is
See
it?
that?
Is it a fanny pack for babies?
It's like a sling, like a body sling. It's a satchel. It's a baby satchel. No, not that's
What
different.
the Native Americans used to carry.
I think
This is like
if
a
we
baby satchel.
if we angle the baby right, we could put the feet in, and they balance on their own.
So I think what we need to do is bring up a picture of a papoose,
Papoose.
and we're just gonna call it a baby satchel.
So
So maybe if I do this, can you maybe add a picture of a papoose? Okay. So
so
I'll
papoose.
put a
papoose.
pupusa on one side and a papoose on the other.
Okay.
So, you know, speaking of our wonderful executive producer there.
She's had an attitude today. My God. Oh my God.
We're gonna have to fire?
Yeah, and started awful this morning.
So, one would arguably say though, could Snow White have an attitude? Maybe. She's I heard she took in another animal here
Yeah. Oh
recently.
man, that's a sore subject. So I get a picture while I'm at work. Apparently, there has been an injured crow in our yard.
Did you name it Russell?
Laying in the ditch. And she feeds these things peanuts every day. Like there's a pile of peanuts for the crows.
Yeah. What else would you give a crow?
So apparently they like their peanuts. So so she sends me this picture of her swaddling this injured crow.
Was it in a papoose?
It wasn't a papoose. It was more wrapped up in a blanket because she was afraid of it like clawing her eyes out.
Fair enough.
So I'm like, Connie, please. I just sent her a text. I'm like, please don't let there be a crow in the damn house when I get home. There's a crow in the damn house when I
The
get home.
crow in the house.
Yeah, there's still a crow in the damn house. This thing stinks too. It smells.
So I've heard. What
Yeah.
do crows smell like?
Yeah, like a rat crawling out of a garbage can that's filled with baby diapers. It smells like a rat that you'd find in a place we ate at last night. It's disgusting.
So like Thai tea, gelato, and pizza. That doesn't sound bad.
Yeah. So we now have this crow just I mean, like, we need to, like, a handicap ramp now for this crow to get into the house, because it's got no legs. But I wake up this morning early, it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I think.
Yeah.
And I heard like, so it sounded to me like I'm just waking up. It sounded like somebody walking around the house in boots. I'm like, oh, today's the day.
Today's it.
Today's the day. So I get up and I'm walking around the house. I'm like, what the hell is that noise? And then I hear a door shaking. So I'm like,
Now, was it was the room that Gerald,
yeah, but it didn't sound like that at first.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just waking up, I'm still asleep. And so now I hear a door shaking while I'm up looking. I'm like, oh, someone's coming through the basement door. Well, I get near the basement door and it makes the sound again, and that's when I knew. I'm like, that. So the other animal that we have is a possum. God, I miss Katie even more now. So the other animal is a friggin' possum that we have, the second possum that we've had.
You guys are opening a rural.
This is it, brother.
That's such a hard word to pronounce. Rural
Country.
country. You guys are opening a country zoo. It sounds like if Scooby Doo had a speech impediment. Rural.
So I get to the door, and it just sounds like this. The possum's like this on the outside of the door, just.
Let me in.
So I don't know, like when I open the door, I don't know what I'm going to be opening it to. Like, is it the bird that finally got its legs back?
Right.
Is it
The bird's like kicking it.
Yeah. Is it the possum eating the bird? It could have been a whole sort of
Do you
thing.
think Gerald could actually eat? I think crippled bird beats Gerald.
I do too.
No, because the bird's crippled. I think it'll be an even fight.
So I go in there, and Gerald has a whole bunch of shit just drugged right up to the door. Like, I don't know if he was trying to build it up to get the door handle or what, but he had a whole bunch of, like, we got these, like, it's mom's crafts room now.
Yeah.
There's like planks of wood all piled up against the door, a VHS tape where, that's a whole nother story. I don't know what a VHS tape's doing in the house, but there's a VHS tape sitting there. I'm like, what the hell is this thing doing? He's just grabbing stuff with his tail and just hooking it by the door. So I'm like, man. So, and then, so that was at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I wake up again at about 5:30 with a bird knocking on the window because the bird feeder's about to.
I was like, hey,
Yeah.
it's breakfast, or
Yeah.
maybe it's missing its crow friend.
Maybe.
It was
It's like,
trying.
let him out.
It didn't know if the animal sanctuary allowed visitors.
It's been a morning.
See,
And then you call me and tell me you're running late.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I thought because of the morning you had, you would also be running late. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. See, I am unlike you in that aspect where, that noise was waking you up. I'm probably one of the heaviest sleepers you'll ever meet.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. And it's to the point where like Aria will be walking around the room. Like Aria's got a very sensitive stomach. Aria will be walking around the room and she'll be like wheezing and like pacing. And we have hardwood, so it's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
well, it doesn't quite sound like that.
Yeah.
But I heard that, I'd probably wake up.
Yeah.
But, I'll wake up once I hear the door open and Darlene's, already out the room. I'm like, what's happening? Is it time to wake up? And no, Ari just had to poop.
So we're sitting here. We got this big window out in front of the
Yeah.
gym, and we're just constantly watching a full, like, it doesn't stop the traffic with the new restaurant open. They're doing really good.
So they were talking about, they had I think it was like 100 people for lunchtime the other day.
Yeah.
I gotta stop moving this table.
Yeah, you need
I really need to realize my own strength.
And
And
that thing.
honestly,
But yeah, so I mean, there's been a line of cars out there.
yeah,
It's awesome.
I'm unfortunately going without a cheat meal for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
It is.
That's gonna be really tough.
It really is. I'm gonna cut a little bit of weight for this tournament coming
Okay,
up.
so what do you got going on? So that's in 2 weeks. So not this weekend, but the following weekend is the World Series.
World Series of Jiu-Jitsu, and this is actually my first tournament since 2020.
Yeah, that is awesome. And now, is anybody else from the gym going to be doing this?
I believe Kyson is.
Okay.
Yeah, Kyson signed up. I don't know about anyone else. Everyone, or a couple of people were thinking about it, and they were all like, "Oh, we actually have this going on that day or that going on that day." What's funny though is Austin from Burlington said he was probably going to sign up, and if he does, we'll be the only two so far to have signed up for D. So we might have to go against each
Oh
other.
my God.
Yeah.
You said something to me the other day about when you registered.
Right. So they're very. I don't know how big of a tournament it is.
Right.
However, I registered and they ask, your preferences, gi or no gi, weight, belt, stuff like that. Then the second half of the registration is like, you cool doing no gi or gi as well, like both of them? And I was like, yeah, I'm only doing one division. So, whatever you want to toss me into, whatever. And they were like, okay, how high of a weight class are you willing to roll against? Highest one was 300 pounds. I was like, sure, give me a match. And then they were like, oh, well, what belt? What's the highest belt you're willing to compete at? I was like, black belt, whatever. As long as I have someone to go against.
Yeah.
All right, so I might go in there. 300-pound black belt.
Dude, you're going to go in there and they're going to have 65-year-old Steven Seagal weighing at about 350.
It's going to be terrifying.
Now, granted, you'll beat him, but just don't let him go.
I don't know about all that. It's Steven Seagal. But, it'll be fun. Like I said, it's the first tournament. To put it in perspective, the last tournament I did was when I met Darby. It's been that long.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. I've done a couple Toro Cups since then. But I'm hoping for some good matches. I'm gonna wear my new gi that Toro has bestowed upon me.
That was a nice gi.
It's my
Yeah,
favorite.
you wore that yesterday.
I wore it proudly, and it looked amazing. I'm not one to brag and be like, yeah, I look amazing, but it made me look amazing.
You smelled for once.
I smelled
You
delicious.
smelled really good yesterday.
I told myself, win or lose, my opponent, Lucas, cannot say that I stink, because I smelled outstanding yesterday.
Yep.
But, it was, it's a nice black gi, right? I forget the name that they gave it, but it's a nice black gi, white embroidery. And I got the gi, and I was so excited because it was in the bag, and I looked at it. But I didn't teach class, so I was unable to. I didn't want to. I think it was a no gi day, so I didn't want to open the bag yet and wear it or anything. So I kept it in the bag. Taught class, came home. I have to try things on when I get home.
Oh yeah.
I hopped out the shower. First thing I did was try my gi on. Well, I opened the pack and I pulled the gi top out and I unfolded it.
And it was all customed out for you.
KAH-MIH-KWAH-ZEE logo,
Our whole logo in the back.
or as some people like to pronounce it, KAH-MIH-KWAH-ZEE.
Kamikuzi.
KAH-MIH-KWAH-ZEE. Kamikuzi. Well, no, I think they got KWAH-ZEE right. I didn't hear a mispronunciation of KWAH-ZEE yesterday, so we're on the up
This
and
isn't
up.
just one person. This
Is everybody.
Yeah, this has been a tough concept for people to get.
We're getting there though. Our name will be known.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so beautiful KAH-MIH-KWAH-ZEE logo on the back.
So real quick, kamikaze. It's kind of like kamikaze, but with our last name.
Yeah.
So it's a play on words if you get it. Kamikaze.
KAH-MIH-KWAH-ZEE.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super simple.
I love going to like a doctor's office and they're like,
I
and
think
they're looking at it and you know that
Yeah.
you're next as soon as they're like looking at it and then
My
when they start
favorite-
doing the trombone thing like they're trying to figure it out.
my favorite is they come out and they'll look at it and just go,
Thomas.
Thomas?
Yeah.
That's my favorite. And I'm like, yeah,
it's all the time.
there could be 5 Thomases in there, and I'm like,
Yep.
that's me.
Yep.
But not even just the KAH-MIH-KWAH-ZEE, which is outstanding. My thing is the Akatsuki.
Yeah, the little fart cloud.
Yeah, the little fart cloud, right?
Yeah.
If anybody watches anime, Naruto is a staple anime.
Yeah.
The Akatsuki is the villainous organization, right? They're after world peace in a way, but they're going about it in a very violent, very like, I'm gonna take over manner.
Yeah.
And I love the concept. I think they're super cool.
Mhm.
And the last couple of fight shirts that I've had have been a Kotsky gi. So
Yeah.
I open this gi and I see the beautiful logo. And then I look further down towards the butt. And there's a black Akatsuki flag.
Towards the butt.
I meant to take a picture yesterday and I completely forgot. I was gonna point at the logo. No, you know what happened? I didn't forget. But I asked for like 1,000 pictures over at like the backdrop,
You
and
did.
I felt bad.
You did. You're like, can I get 5 more?
Yeah, just five more. I felt bad, and I already had a lot of pictures, and I'm sure there will be.
You can kind of see it from the picture that I took.
Yeah,
You can't see the whole thing, but you can see
you
a
can
little
see
bit.
a little bit of it. But you know, it's absolutely beautiful, and I don't know if anybody knows, but Toro does custom.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a really good job.
They do custom gear.
I need a new gi, so I'm gonna have to hit them.
I know a place.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Should
have
we
to-
run a commercial again?
I'm gonna have to hit them up.
Yeah, they're. I'm gonna tell you what, they've been on it lately, designing rash guards. They just came out with a new camo rash guard, and they have the no-gi set too. I went there yesterday.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy it so bad, and I
I
almost
can't
did.
believe you didn't.
They bullied me out of it. They told
You let them.
I did.
It's your fault.
It is my fault.
Yeah.
I
Now you're
let them.
now you're setting that.
I'm setting the bar.
Yeah, you're setting the bar where they're gonna.
They
tell
told
you
me not to. To be
Yeah.
fair, my birthday's coming up, and I'm not an easy person to shop for.
Mom tries to tell me what to do all the time. I purposely do the opposite, just so that's me
That's
flexing.
a miracle. Your ear doesn't look like mine at that point. But yeah, they've been on it lately. They had the Ricky Bobby, they had the camo.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up.
And
But
we had a lot of people from the gym too.
Oh, a ton of people
Yeah,
from the gym.
we had a
came.
lot of people come.
Ton of
Yeah.
people. It was fun.
That was
I
really
like the
nice.
support. I've gotten to the point now where when I compete, I'm I get nervous before everybody
Yeah,
does, and if
yeah.
you say you don't, you're either spectacular or you're lying.
Yeah,
Right? It's like people who say they don't pee in the shower.
yeah.
There's two types of people in this world: those who pee in the shower and liars. Right? But like,
That's great.
thank you.
I don't be in the shower.
Well, we know what type of person you are. But anyways, I get nervous, but during the match, once everything started, what's on? We're rolling. I do this every day, right? It's a fun match.
Yeah.
So I'm able to focus. I'm able to pay attention to what's going on over here. I'm able to focus down here. What's going on over here. And I heard both you, Corbin, Austin, Darlene, everybody coaching me.
Yeah.
I was able to look at, acknowledge, and go, oh, okay. It was a fun experience. Yeah, I'm glad I've gotten to that point. So we all realized that the sound was not quite right on the last recording, the first half.
And if I remember right, that's not our job.
That's, I told you, we're going to have to fire our executive producer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fired.
Yep.
Blacklisted from any other podcast.
She's having a day. I can tell you this, she got plenty of sleep last night because I was the one walking around the house looking for the noises.
It would have been fitting if it was a raccoon because they're already dressed like a robber.
That's going to be next.
Oh, absolutely.
That's going to be
It
next.
is. You
And
guys have one at.
It's not in the house yet, but it will be.
It's at the house. It's on the property.
Mom will break its legs just so she can bring it in the house.
On a
Yeah.
misery type stuff.
Yeah, and then I'll go to
Okay.
bring it up on camera, and the camera will be out.
Oh,
coincidentally.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm not a doctor, but I think he broke his femur. Twice.
But now that the sound is back,
Yes.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, we were talking about the no-gi set, I think, wasn't it?
I think that was part of the subject. I just showed it to you.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about how it was your birthday's coming up, and you decided not to buy anything yesterday. Was that what we were talking about last?
That was one of the subjects. We'll go with it though.
Okay.
Right, birthday's coming up. Not buying anything, and actually, I only didn't buy anything because again, I was shamed into not buying. Like if I would have bought anything yesterday, would have been a terrible day.
Yeah.
Good day for me.
Yeah.
But like terrible day for everybody. You know.
They would have gotten over it
eventually.
Yeah.
But nah, it was hard though because they had that new no-gi set and it's very clean. They have that the Ricky Bobby shirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it looks pretty
good.
cool.
I love the Ricky Bobby shirt.
Yep. That's the one that looks like Wonder Bread and stuff.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
They're coming out with so many good things now. My bank account.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to keep up with it. Yes. And not that it's expensive though.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, they do a deal of the day. I'm sit like a relaxed teacher now. Right? Every Tuesday they do a deal of the day, and it's like almost 50% off of like a select item. And a lot of times it's a gi, a new no-gi set. They had the new gamer set, the Gamer 2.0. They had that on there the other day, and it was like $25 for the rash guard.
That was the rash guard you were wearing yesterday.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I
got a compliment on it.
Yeah,
I love the colors.
I like the colors.
That might be my favorite rash guard at the moment.
But
I said that about every new rash guard.
Yeah.
Right? Just because they're so good.
me and Darlene were talking about your geek collection yesterday when the back and forth was going off when she was telling you not to buy nothing from the store, and we were talking about your geek collection and just gym clothes in general.
You open my closet, and it's a Toro advertisement. Is what it is. You just open it. We have them in the coat closet at the moment, and you open it, and it's like Toro. We have a lot of geese, and that they do, and they're affordable.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the beautiful part about it. And for those of you who don't know, if you use code KWAH-ZEE, that's CUOZZI, not Quozy, not Koozie, but
Not
discount
koozie, not
code.
coochie, not keezy,
Not
kazi. It's definitely not coochie.
If you use discount code KWAH-ZEE, you get 10% off.
Yeah. Yep. Don't even worry about the gym name. Just let's work on the last
we
name.
can cut the first half of the gym name off. Just
Yep.
use the second half.
Yeah.
Discount code
Yeah.
KWAH-ZEE. That's 10%
Yep.
off your whatever you order.
Yeah.
Your order could be $1 million. Right? We're gonna completely buy all of Toro's stock. $1 million for all of it. Every size, every gear, everything. What's the 10% of $1 million?
That's 100,000.
It's 100,000.
I did that math in my head.
Right? That's 100,000 off. That's a lot of money. You know how much money you could save? You'd have
hesitated
$100,000
with that math a little bit.
I did.
And that's your thing,
Dude.
Math is your thing.
I'm telling you, it's the food I ate yesterday.
I'm telling you, the crushed up cigarettes in your food, the cigarette butts. Ugh.
Nah.
Yeah.
But you could have $100,000 in your bank account, if I'm not mistaken, on this math here. If you shop at Toro.
The best thing I had to eat yesterday was the Dairy Queen ice cream.
Dairy Queen's got good ice cream. That's what they do, though.
And let me tell you,
You know,
we all know it's no secret.
like I got gelato from the pizza place.
I eat ice cream. I have like a 25-minute window.
It's not a big window.
It's not a big window.
It's
We're
not.
out in Burlington, so we exceeded the speed limit a little bit yesterday.
A little bit. You still didn't quite reach your window, though.
No.
Yeah. Burlington's a 40-minute drive from my house.
Yeah. Well,
That's.
had a lot of praying yesterday.
I mean, you kept that window cracked. I mean, cracked.
We got vacation coming
I
up.
was gonna say earlier, speaking of birthdays and stuff, right around our birthdays.
We have vacations coming up, and
We do.
you guys are doing a Disney.
We are going to Disney.
Yep.
We went to Disney a long time ago when I was a kid. We went twice.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? 2010 and 2012?
It was 2009, 2010, I believe. Yeah.
So, we went. Great time. And I didn't go, since then.
Yep.
And started seeing Darlene, and she got to talking about how they were members of the Disney Vacation Club and stuff like that. They go frequently. And that's when COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So we ended up, we got back in. Everything started running smoothly again. So we were like, let's go to Disney. We went last year. Last year we did we did two things last year. We did an Alaskan cruise, which was super cool.
Yeah.
And then we did a Disney parks vacation, Disney World,
Mhm.
and one of the things we did, which is closing down soon, is the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yeah, I seen the pictures of that. That
I
thing was
regret that
sick.
it's closing down.
But
I
at
don't
least you
think
did
they-
it.
Right.
Yeah, at least you did it.
I wish that I would have gotten more Star Cruiser exclusive stuff,
Yeah.
because there is exclusive stuff that you can only get on the Star Cruiser or somebody selling it
Probably
on
worth
eBay.
money now too.
I guarantee. There's actually these little like gold coins that you can get if you dine at the captain's table, and we were lucky enough to have gotten
Oh,
some.
that is cool.
And yeah, that's the only way is to dine at the captain's table, and it's cool because the captain of the ship will like come out and see you at the ship.
So Darlene is a
A travel agent.
agent for Disney?
Primarily, but she does so much more,
Okay.
right? Like she does Royal Caribbean, Universal.
Okay.
The names escape me at the moment, but a lot of different. She's a vacation agent, I would call her,
So if she
not just a Disney.
so if you need vacation guidance,
Exactly. She helps out
she
so many
yeah,
people. Like the other
she's been
day,
busy.
I think it was Abs we were talking to, and he was like, "So you just have to like, tell them where to go, and you're done."
Yeah.
No, she's up like, she'll start. She gets off of work, she'll start doing like research and
Mhm.
start messaging these people, communicating. It's like 10 p.m. before she's like, "All right, I gotta pack it up," and she's
Yeah.
not done by any means.
Right.
But she's like, I've been doing this for hours.
Yeah.
So it's work. But she goes, she finds, the best restaurants. She gets these reservations for these people. She helps these people out. It's not just like, all right, what do you want? All right, here it is. Boom, done.
So whoever doesn't know Darlene, she is like she's very organized. Like even
Very-
for the wedding, you guys have this whole like thing in Darlene's office.
I drew a butt on the board. She
It's so
contribute.
organized. What you need, what you don't need, what you have, what you don't have, and it's
The butt.
crazy how organized she is. So
So we have two sections, contracts that we need and contracts that we have.
Mhm.
I think the butt is under the contracts that we have. So that's the most important part right there. We have that contract and we're good to go.
so if you are heading out on a vacation,
She's the one.
you're gonna want to hit up Darlene.
That's going to be the best vacation you've ever had.
Yeah.
It's going to be the most organized. You're not going to have to do hardly anything.
So you guys are doing
Yeah, so the one coming up, speaking of organized, very sectioned out.
yeah.
So we're going to get there. Day 1, it's kind of a relaxing day. We're going to go to Disney Springs. Day 2, let me see if I got this right. Day 2 we're going to Epcot. And that's the day we're going to do the rides and
Right.
stuff. Right? Day 3, Universal.
Okay.
Never been to Universal.
Yeah.
Super excited about that. And then on the start of day 4, we have a 4-day cruise going to Castaway Key,
Mhm.
which is Disney's island, and Nassau in the Bahamas. Never been to the Bahamas. Very excited to see
Yeah.
like the clear water and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And so when we're there, I think at Castaway Key, I'm going parasailing.
Okay.
Never done parasailing, but they were like, yeah, you're going to be 600 to 800 feet in the air. I'm not scared of heights, but I respect them.
Yeah.
Right? So that's going to be terrifying. And then in Nassau, we're doing snorkeling. Keep seeing the cards
Yeah.
pull out. I don't know if you guys saw the reflection.
Yeah. I just got blinded.
Right. But I'm going to go snorkeling, and I have my little my off-brand GoPro. It's a ProGo, But we're going to, take that into the water. We got snorkeling gear recently. I haven't been able to test it, but I did wear it around the house. Quite fashionable. I was walking around. Ham was scared of the flippers
The
at first.
yeah.
Then he started biting. Ham would make the best guard dog because he's scared at first, but you give him 20 seconds and he's over that fear, and then he's like, you can't understand
Ham's
the man.
cool as hell.
Poor guy, but
So then after your
So we get back from the cruise, right?
Yeah.
And I've dedicated myself. I'm going to work out on this cruise. I need to,
okay,
because last time I gained like 10 pounds, and that wasn't it.
I call bullshit with the 10 pounds.
No,
I think it may have been.
it wasn't. It wasn't more. It wasn't more. But 10 pounds is excessive.
I
for
think
me.
we should have a weigh-in.
Right now.
No, I like before you leave and when you come back.
I'll do it in Disney and I'll let you know the results.
You're so full of shit.
But no, it really was 10 pounds.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's 10 pounds. So, so we're gonna get back. Go to Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, sorry, Hollywood Epcot first, then Hollywood Studios, which I'm very excited for because even though we're not doing the Star Cruiser, they do have Batuu, which is Star
Yeah.
Wars land. You step in there, and it's like you're in a Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
You see the mountains around you, like down to the buildings, the shops,
Yeah.
the scrap metal, the droids.
Yeah.
Down to every little detail, you feel like you're in a Star Wars movie, and it's probably one of the coolest Disney park sections that
Okay,
I've ever
that's
been
cool.
in. Absolutely.
Everything's probably changed so much since we've been there. It's
Aside from new additions,
yeah.
not really a change. Yeah, they've added stuff,
Yeah.
but they haven't changed the whole. They did change Splash Mountain.
Mhm.
That's no longer there.
Okay.
It's same ride,
Right.
but they changed the theme up.
Okay. I did like it when we went. It was
Yeah,
fun.
they changed the theme up. Animal Kingdom
That's probably my favorite. I love Animal Kingdom.
looks the same with the addition of Pandora.
Okay.
It's like the Avatar world, and they do. All right, so two things. Pandora is probably my second favorite park
Right.
in Disney World, or park subsection, because one, daytime, right? Nighttime you can appreciate it too, but daytime they have the floating rocks. No idea how they make that work,
But they're doing it.
but they're there,
That's some kind of
and they have
Disney magic.
yeah. So you see sections that they are attached to the ground, not the rocks themselves, but vines that come off. But the vines are
Yeah. You're like, how is that
how
holding
is that
that up?
supporting that?
Yeah.
And then at nighttime, right, you see the rocks still, but at nighttime you go, and everything's bioluminescent. Everything's glowing.
Oh wow.
It is the coolest thing. You walk in the park, and immediately there's black light shining down. So there's little specks on the ground.
Right.
And then you look at the wildlife in the park, and all the leaves and the flowers, everything's glowing.
That's so
And
cool.
it's so cool.
That's neat.
So cool. I like there's the one ride where all it is little water ride, you're floating on a boat, and at the very end they have an animatronic Navi,
Right.
and she's doing this. It looks real. I feel like I can look and be like, hey, and
How's
she's
she
gonna be like,
doing?
hey.
How's she doing?
Exactly like this. You ready? Take notes, everybody. And I mean, and she's she's doing different motions, but it's so
it's
smooth.
like one of the things at the gas station.
But it's so smooth that you don't. I think the Navi are real now, and
All right.
they keep her imprisoned.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's super.
So that's
cool.
a good
And
vacation.
You guys have a vacation coming up.
We do, and it's so we always go.
Hopefully, we can make it down the last.
Now, don't get me wrong. I had liked Myrtle Beach in the past.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It is fun.
You know why? Because it's a beach, and
Of course.
it can only be,
You can only rate a beach so low, no matter
Yeah.
how bad the beach is.
I
I
love
don't think a beach can go lower than a 5 out of 10.
anything to do with water. I'm down. So, but we found Emerald Isle, Atlantic Beach, Swansboro. We found all that Morehead City, Beaufort. I love it.
Where?
Beaufort.
Oh, okay.
But I love it because it's not as commercialized. Yeah, you have people that are vacationing, you have people, rental houses,
Yeah, of course.
but it's not
It's-
commercialized.
It's so nice.
It's man, I'm not a big people person these days.
See, I like people.
and-
However,
Yeah, I just don't like them on my vacation.
I don't like to be overcrowded by people that I don't know super well. I don't want to look 3 feet that way and see a family of 15.
Yeah,
I don't want to look 2 feet that way and see a family of 20. I want to look about 50 feet that way,
yep.
see some people, wave at them, hey.
Like
Maybe eventually talk to them when they walk down.
we'll go down there and we see Darren and Tracy when we're down there.
Right.
They're awesome. They're family.
No, that's only at the beach, though. I love socializing.
And yeah,
No, don't
and,
get me wrong.
And we'll me and Darren go out and do our thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Tracy and Connie, mom, as you know her,
As she's formerly known as.
as she's formerly known as, I think she has a
Executive
symbol.
producer mom.
Yeah, formerly executive.
Executive, ex-executive
Yeah,
producer.
yeah. Oh, but they'll go to the pier where it's loaded with people, and we'll
I
meet
do
up
like
with them
the
there,
pier.
and all they're talking to like all the World War II vets, like.
But they're getting all the fishing
Yeah,
gossip.
yeah,
They're
they
like,
get-
hey,
yeah.
this specific like 3 feet area circle
Yeah, oh
or
yeah.
diameter, and they're like,
They got
hey,
a group of people around them, and they
absolutely. See, I do like the pier, and
I
that's
hate
one
the
of the
pier.
reasons I like socializing. But if I'm relaxing on the beach, I like it quiet and
Yeah.
nice. But like if I go to the pier, I expect it. I like socializing when I expect to socialize.
Yeah,
If I don't expect it, I'm like, I'm very awkward. Running into somebody I know at the grocery store, awkward experience.
yeah.
Right? If I see somebody I know, I'll wave at them. But a lot of times I'm like,
And you
I
got
see him.
weird handshake guy or weird like half hug type
Yeah,
dude.
hey, and I'm
how
like,
you doing?
oh,
Hey.
a fist bump.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
But I
going
plan
on,
on
guy?
doing an obscene amount of fishing.
I've caught my shark the last time we went.
Well, we both did,
We both-
but now
we
I
both caught two.
Now I
And we
want
went the size up.
I want the next size up.
No, I'm gonna tell you, sharks fight.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't think, and mine maybe 1.5 feet long.
Like I want to go somewhere where like I want the range from like maybe a beagle to a Labrador size shark.
It's kind of stubby
Yeah,
for a shark.
yeah, but
Like
that's,
it's gonna be about that long.
but that's the size
like,
I want. A little
it
thick.
depends.
Like I want a little thicker,
Yeah,
and yeah, that's what I'm aiming for this time.
that's not gonna be a hard catch. It's gonna be so stubby that it's not gonna be able to swim away. It's just gonna be like, you're gonna
Well,
catch the
I'm-
ham of sharks.
Yeah. But mom gets on me because I have a different fishing rod for different applications.
Right.
I'm
right,
probably. I used to say that I'm the worst salt fisherman.
right.
I'm really good at freshwater fishing.
Right.
Salt fishing I've been doing a lot of self-teaching. So
Right.
over the years and me hitting it so hard, I've gotten a lot better.
Right.
But like for me to say, okay, these are the fish that I'm targeting today.
Yeah.
I can sometimes do it, but I can't always do it. So now YouTube is an amazing tool.
Right.
So when I hit my miles in the morning, I watch Bama Beach Bum.
Yeah.
That's the guy that I choose to watch for fishing, and I've actually learned a lot of stuff from him. It's cool too because he opened up. He was like out of his garage. He had like this push cart. He was doing like people. You know how people rent boats and they go out fishing. Help me out here.
You guys-
Charter.
Charter. Great job.
He would do beach charters. Like he would take these people out fishing on the beach
Yeah.
and show them how to do it and get them hooked up. So I've been watching him a ton.
Right.
And I get a lot of my stuff from him, but I also a lot of the stuff, it's a lot of trying and failing and
Right.
changing stuff up. So now I think this can be my year.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
your
this is
year.
gonna be my year. I
It
think-
might be your year, but it's gonna be more my year. In the hopefully 3 days that we can make it there, I'm
Yep.
gonna catch more fish than you caught for the entire week that you were
I
there.
don't think so.
I do, unfortunately.
I don't think so.
And I'm gonna use the
So-
same rod, the same bait
So it's always
all weekend.
the males versus the females, and Tommy's on the female
I
team.
know. I got
Go
roped.
figure.
I got roped into the female team.
And
That's why I wear short shorts now. Skies out, thighs out.
and they count everything. So if they catch a minnow, that's a fish.
Nah, but we set the rules so that you guys could count that too. If it bites the hook, or sorry, if you catch it on the hook, that's the rule. If you catch it on the hook, we're gonna allow
You
it.
guys are like that.
But-
seaweed looks like a fish.
But
so we're
you
gonna count
guys,
that as a
you
fish.
guys can also count that as well.
But that's not how we choose to fish.
I beg to differ. Darren caught one no bigger than that last time, and it counted.
Yeah, because you guys are counting down.
Because we said it fair. You guys can count them as well.
You guys had fish eggs on your.
Look, it's not my fault that you guys are unable to catch the amount of fish that we can.
You had a hook full of caviar, and you're like, that's 12.
Exactly.
Yep.
Baby fish.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
But
Premature baby fish.
I love it down there. I can't wait. It's
Oh, it's
getting
so good.
so close.
I'm so excited for Shark Shack.
Yeah. Shark Shack. I'm also, so last time I didn't gain a lot of weight on vacation. I went in there a little different. I did a lot of beach walking.
Did you?
I did a lot of beach walking, and when I wouldn't order crap every time I went out. Like
Wow.
I would order like a salad with some like grilled fish.
If I'm on vacation, I'm ordering crap.
Yeah, well, we go down there for a lengthy time.
Right.
So I try to. Last time I gained under 5 pounds.
Now you said you do a lot of beach walking. Maybe when I come, we can reenact Rocky and Apollo in the race.
I'll be darker than you, so I'll be Apollo.
You'll be Apollo.
Yeah, I'll be Apollo.
But yeah, I say unfortunately, I don't mean it. Unfortunately, when we go to Disney this time, we're going during the Food and Wine Festival.
Oh,
I'm not a wine person,
yeah.
but I don't know if many people know this, but I am a food person. You know, for our listeners out there, I am a food connoisseur. What's the word for Darlene, help me out. What's the word? Sommelier. I'm a food sommelier.
I'd never heard that term.
Never. It's
Never.
pretty much like a connoisseur.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I was listening to the podcast that I like yesterday, and I heard the word, and now I want to start making it part of my vocabulary. But anyways, love food, and we're going during the Food and Wine Fest,
Good.
and there's gonna be a lot of little Disney snacks. And last time I wasn't able to find a Disney snack. Like I found like basic ones,
Yeah.
and I found one. It was like a cookie ice cream sandwich thing, and it was like 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
But then the rest of my snacks were like very generic things, except for like a Disney pretzel, which I was sad that I was unable to get.
Oh.
They closed down by the time we got off the ride.
Wah, wah,
I was so
wah.
sad because like, all right, we'll do this ride and then I'll go get a pretzel. Waited in line. It was like 15 minutes before we got off the ride. They closed down. I was like, no, I just wanted my Mickey pretzel, bro. But yeah, very very into food. Very
Yeah.
excited for that.
Me too. You know, we need some time off. We love the gym. We love our home life, but it's always good to get away.
You know, we're talking next year. Going on a long vacation.
Yeah.
Very long.
Yeah.
And part of that is going to be spent in Australia.
Yeah.
However, when I say long, I mean 3 weeks.
Yeah.
There's not a chance in the world that I can go 3 weeks without training.
Yeah.
Not a shot. I've never been 3 weeks without training since I started training.
Yeah. Even when you broke your jaw.
Even when I broke my jaw.
Yep.
So, I'm going to bring my gear to Australia and train in Australia. I'm going to find a gym.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm going to train in Australia, and we're going to learn different Australian things. And we're going to learn how they do jiu-jitsu in Australia. I'm sure it's the same. With instead of friends, they have mates.
And your partner's going to be a kangaroo.
They maybe clap behind their backs. You know, we clap, 1, 2, 3, we clap. Maybe
Yeah.
they do it behind their
Maybe
backs.
they do it.
Do toilets flush?
Toilets go the other way.
Do that? Oh,
They go the other way in
So
Australia.
do we have to then do things the opposite?
Don't stick your hand in there and try to get it to go the other way when you flush.
I really wanted to do that.
Kangaroos are probably
That's who I'm
one of
training
the
against.
scariest things to me.
If you can tame a kangaroo to just ride around in its sack.
They're like buff rat horses.
They are?
They really are.
I think here's the plan. So I'm going to train up in Australia because I think that's how they do the jiu-jitsu.
Are there different kinds of kangaroos? Because some you
I'm
see they
fairly
got like
positive,
lats,
yeah.
like they look like they've been doing They're on the rec
I
yard
think
in the
those are
prison.
just strong king. I think
They
there
got-
have to be different because there's different types of like.
There
possums.
are different kind of kangaroos.
Red ones were the big ones.
Oh, dude, the red ones look like they're gang members. I mean, they got
Which
lats
one would
and-
carry me in its sack?
I mean, red one would be rough stuff in there.
Like, there's the one on Winnie the Pooh. Isn't there one on Winnie the Pooh? That one's not intimidating.
There's
Gray one and they're gray.
That one's not
what
intimidating.
are you? There's not a kangaroo on. Winnie
Isn't
the
there a
Pooh.
kangaroo in Winnie the Pooh? Don't tell me, son.
You're lying. No,
Don't
there's
tell.
not.
Bet.
What's the kangaroo's name?
I don't know what the kangaroo's name is, but I know there's a kangaroo.
No shot.
No, hold
Kanga?
on. Let's make a bet.
Kanga.
All right, but the other ones, they look like they've had a lot of rec time in prison.
There is.
I told
one.
you. See, that one's
looks-
not intimidating.
That looks so much softer and
But-
like fluffier and motherly.
Yeah,
But I think that one is a red because
Yeah.
it's big.
yeah.
I'm gonna roll up in Australia to wherever we're staying, riding in a kangaroo's pouch, and it's gonna be because I trained Australian
you get
Jiu-Jitsu,
kicked.
AJJ Australian Jiu-Jitsu, and that is solely for the defense against kangaroos. so I'm gonna train, and I'm gonna best a kangaroo, and then I get to ride in its pouch and direct it. It actually has little controls on the inside of its pouch. You can kind of direct it.
It did not happen unless you get it on video.
Oh, there will be video. I'm gonna fight the king kangaroo.
We're gonna end it.
That's it?
This is it.
On the topic of kangaroos?
Yeah, we're gonna end it on the buff kangaroo
Wow.
rec yard.
That's a good
looking-
topic to end it on.
Yeah, those things are sick.
But
Maybe we can get a picture.
Would it be
Picture
right in the
of the
middle?
ones that I'm scared of.
wait, I'll point to the weak kangaroo and you point to the strong kangaroo.
Strong kangaroo.
Yes. No, one above. I got the weak kangaroo.
The point in.
And
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, I
There we
see.
go.
Will there be two kangaroos? Yes.
Okay. Technology.
Technology. It's fascinating. We'll have to rehire our executive
Yeah.
producer.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, you know the deal. No, like the YouTube page, subscribe, hit that notification bell, do the same thing on Spotify. Put us on your favorites. I think there's a notification bell on Spotify. All right, make sure you get notified. Like, rate, review, subscribe, and
Share it.
Share it. I got a compliment yesterday on the podcast.
Did you?
Very nice.
Gotta love that.
Gotta love it.
Can
Like,
be-
rate, review, subscribe, share, and we will see you next time on KAH-MIH-KWAH-ZEE, KAH-MIH-KWAH-ZEE, Kamikuzis, Uncaged.